Hey guys, Pax here. I'm with that green man, aka Eric, and freaking Sex Patrol. That's what it's called. This episode is called Sex Patrol. It's pretty good, alright? It's not that bad. It's kind of average as a Doom Patrol episode, I would say.
It's like every other episode.
Yeah, so if you love Doom Patrol, you're gonna love this episode. So you may be wondering why this episode's called Sex Patrol.
Yeah, no.
And it's for multiple reasons, really. I mean, for one, like one of the most the key parts of this episode is remember that orgasm scene in season 1? You know, like that whole orgasm scene in Danny Street. It's basically they recreated the same thing. Basically, Rita wants to unlock her powers, and so the way she does this is by basically doing the same thing that happened in that street, but like only for her. And that causes like a sex demon to come out and fucking basically give out a baby, like get pregnant, shit out a baby, and if that baby laughs, it's basically the end of the world.
No, if it cries.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know why I said laugh. So, of course, there are precautions, and there are people who try to stop this, and they're called the Sexmen. It's a spin on Ghostbusters.
I still think they should be called the Sex Busters.
Sex Busters. I like it more like Sexmen because it reminds me of X-Men in a way, and kind of like a parody of like how this show's a lot like X-Men.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, they are literally the Ghostbusters, though. Why not Sex Busters?
It just sounds a lot more like I feel like it sounds more comedic as Sex Busters, Sexmen. Okay, it sounds like a male strip club or like a female strip club.
Sex Busters sound like, what's it called? Sound like who you would call if there was sexual issues. And they could have had their own theme song.
That's way too much. You know what? It was still pretty good. I mean, the other whole side plot of this episode is basically reviving Danny. So if you haven't watched, in the last episode, Dorothy basically kind of kills him, but not really. They revive him, and yeah, there was a whole thing about like, if you remember last episode, I think it was last episode. It could have been episode 2. It was last episode. Yeah, basically.
Last episode was more in depth about it.
Yeah, basically all the other personalities lock up Jane in the underground. So this whole episode basically has all the other personalities roaming around, and Jane is stuck still in the underground jail.
They're all supposed to like leave. They were all supposed to and trying to leave.
Yeah,
Reason to stay, so it didn't go anywhere.
Basically, all the other personalities realize like they don't really want to be out there. It's kind of weird. Like you get multiple personalities just like saying, "Okay, I'm not doing this. Fuck this." And so Jane, at the end of the episode, Jane is basically back.
Yeah.
They just fixed that.
So nothing came out.
Hey, we got some character growth with Dorothy. Okay. She wants to grow up. I mean, she's like 100 years old, but she's treated as an 11-year-old, and she's also 20 years old because the actor's 20.
She kind of acts 11. Well, I don't know.
I feel like that's the parents' fault. Okay, I blame that on Niles.
Because Candlemaker is a big threat, so.
I mean,
the issue.
Throughout all those years, even Danny could have educated her. Like, I don't really know what happened throughout those years, but it just sounds like they just locked her.
I don't think they're gonna risk trying to like educate her on how to deal with Candlemaker.
Like throughout this whole episode, she was like probably confused, like what's going on up there.
All the other ones are friendly, but Candlemaker seems like he could murder her. Anything.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the person that's been like kind of like whispering in Dorothy's ear, his name is Candlemaker.
Well, he's probably gonna be the big bad of this season.
Yeah, he's probably gonna manipulate Dorothy. I don't know. Right now, I feel like I don't know, cause like at the end of the episode, he basically unfriends Dorothy. Like kind of like he's basically mad at Dorothy, and it's like this whole internal conflict.
I feel like the whole like plot of this season is that she's gonna eventually lose control of Candlemaker, and he's gonna roam free, and then they're gonna have to try to stop him.
We all know she's gonna make a wish. She's definitely gonna do that later on. Eric, out of what would you rate this episode? Out of 10, as Doom Patrol episodes go, what would you rate this?
I mean, it was just a normal episode, so like a 7.
7. Okay. I would rate it an 8.
It's just a normal episode.
I mean,
Like,
it's
even-
up there because like it's really just like what the fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I figured out the name or term of it. There we go. The premise of the episode was what like is crazy and stuff, but the episode itself was just any generic.
Okay,
episode
you know
from-
what? Yeah, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10, man. You got Flex Mentallo back there, okay? This guy could
Yeah,
easily
but he
just flex
he didn't
Thanos
do
out of
much.
existence.
He helped. What's it called? He helped Rita with her issue, and then he just left with Danny. So I don't. He didn't do much. And then the
Yeah.
rest of the time, he was just frozen against.
Oh yeah, and remember the song?
Yeah. Yeah. See, I knew they were gonna play a song.
Yeah, I was very skeptical. Like, I didn't want them to play a song because I just
No,
hate
they definitely were gonna
musicals
play.
and shows.
I liked the Larry one. The Larry one was fun and good, and I liked it.
It was mid. I like this one mainly because they played what's the song
I,
called?
pref- I prefer the Larry one.
It's a song from Willy Wonka. I forgot the
I don't
name.
know of it.
It's like, I think it's called Pure Imagination.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's Pure Imagination by Gene Wilder.
All I
um,
know is
Yeah, that song is amazing. If you watch Charlie and Chocolate Factory, the original one, that's basically the song they played. Dorothy was singing that, and it
All I
just,
know is-
if I like it, man.
I prefer the people like us. Na, 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 na,
I just like
na,
this one because
I
just- yeah, that one's good too, but it's just Pure Imagination hits you hard. Like, for some kids and adults, it's very nostalgic, and I
like
can
the
kind of
other song-
sympathize to that.
Like the other song is when you start like fist bumping and like rocking.
Yeah,
your head.
I'll be more honest. That other song is more appropriate for this because like it's all about parties and stuff. This one's more of like
Yeah.
a soothing kind of tone. Like, it's Pure Imagination.
I mean, they made choices. All I know is every time like you can tell when there's gonna be a song, so I called it. Like in the first like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I was denying it, man. I didn't want a song, but it wasn't that bad.
Always a song.
One reason I really hate songs, mostly in some shows, is that it's kind of fake. Like, you know, the actor, some actors can't sing that good, so like, you know, that's like dubbed over. And I just hate that. Like, it just doesn't seem authentic.
All I know is Arrow never had a song. Flash had like 3.
I feel like Arrow had a song. Let me look this
No,
up.
I think
CW
why I-
Arrow musical.
single song in Arrow.
I'm pretty sure he sung once.
I don't think so.
Remember
It's
when
like
he
a-
was in WWE?
No, that's different.
I don't know why, but this episode reminded me a lot of Fortnite for some reason. There was a guy walking around, and I can imagine him as like a Fortnite skin.
It's not a Fortnite skin, or is it just a very flamboyant, like fun outfit?
It is a fun
It's not
outfit,
bad.
but I can see that in Fortnite for some reason. And also, at the end, Danny gets revived, and he's not a street
Yeah.
anymore. It's hinted that he's a vehicle, because he's a wheel
the
now.
Party bus.
Yeah, he's the party bus, basically. So we are going to Fortnite. I love
Oh,
the
no.
Fortnite references.
Oh no,
Was he ever? Was he ever a party bus in the comics?
I don't know. I don't read the comics.
Danny Bus? No, that's something else. Sesame Street. Sesame Street Party Bus? It just came out right when Fortnite came out. I need to watch this. This show also had it had Cliff being Cliff. Like, apparently
Well, no.
he's on drugs the whole time.
Yeah, now they don't have Cliff being Cliff because they have Cliff being high.
Yeah, but I feel like he's always high. Like, there's so many scenes that he's just
Well, now
he's high.
Because Cliff's always angry. So this episode they tried to change it up by giving him drugs so that he's not angry anymore. And now he's
I
just
don't know. I've always seen him like
one-
kind of like high in a way, especially in the last season. Like, there were a few scenes where like, okay,
All I know is
this guy's
Cliff
trying way
always-
too hard. Calm down.
Cliff literally always yells, screams, swears, all that stuff. This episode he's completely different.
Says his morning swear
I'm
words.
loving.
Yeah.
This episode he's just like a nice guy, Cliff.
You know, he dances with the main antagonist, like not even
Yeah.
knowing it. I don't even know how the baby thing works. Yeah, as I said earlier, there's like a sex demon, and he gets
Probably-
pregnant because of Rita, who's
He probably feeds on the sexual energies.
yeah,
and
yeah,
for-
that's what they say. Basically, Rita's like having an orgasm. It reminds me of a lot of Pleasantville. Like, you know that scene in Pleasantville where the mother, you know.
Well, because that's what happens.
So how does that?
That's-
Yeah, he gets the sexual energy out of Rita. He has
Yeah.
a baby, so technically, is that his and Rita's baby, technically.
No, that's just his baby. I'm pretty sure it's just Rita's energy. He's just feeding off of energy. Period.
He's like the freaking Goku of.
He's like a sex vampire.
Everybody, lend me your energy. Yeah. So at the end, basically, the way they stopped the sex demon is by Hammerhead, kind of like shoving the baby up the demon's ass, which basically diffuses the whole situation.
He just shoved it back where it came from.
Because like the whole premise is not to make it cry, and of course just shove it up there. There we go.
That's how
Like, we can't kill a baby on TV, so
You
just
just
do
put it
that.
back.
Suffocation.
Put it back where it was.
Yeah, suffocation.
It's like when you're baking something and you're like, it's not ready. Throw it back in. Throw it back in.
I really did like the crossover of Fortnite,
I still don't think it's a crossover. for sure.
Wolverine, Origins, Deadpool. I don't know if it's just me, but it reminded me a lot of that Deadpool, the bad guy. Alright, guys, so that was Sex Patrol. I liked it. Okay, Eric, you rated 7 out of 10.
Because it's just
Average.
a normal.
I'd say 8.5 out of 10. I mean, for season 2, this is a fun episode. Okay, it's filler kind of, but
I mean,
it's
most
enjoyable.
Of the episodes so far have been filled.
Yeah, but this is
Also,
more
that-
this is
those
more
are-
enjoyable than, in my opinion, than the other ones. Like
Well,
the
I
other
like
ones the other ones were more serious. This one was more like carefree and just
I
whatever.
prefer Pain Patrol.
Pain Patrol. Yeah,
That one
But-
was my favorite.
the ending of that is, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the ending.
Yeah,
It felt very underwhelming how it ended.
I don't know how easy or like so he.
You
he's
just
so
saw everyone
equal.
going to torture and like stab the guy at the end.
Yeah, he just dies.
So yeah, I rated 8.5. Eric rated 7 out of 10. It was good. Okay, I liked it. The
Well,
next
like-
one is Finger Patrol, and it from the preview it looks pretty promising. It's like a three-way story character. It's a three-way story arc. Again, so
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like again most shows they do that where like characters go out on their own like story arcs, and then they do their own like story.
Yeah, but
progression character.
it depends on the show, really. Like this one, it seems enjoyable. Like you got Baby Doll and Dorothy.
Again, because it's just the theme and the like premise and the overall atmosphere of the show is fun and informative. It's kind of like mature Legend, basically.
Yeah, so this show is
Just
basically
mature Legends of
yeah.
Tomorrow.
I like how they call these shows mature, but then again, it's very immature in a way.
Well, it is
So-
mature because
It's for
It
mature
has-
audiences, but it's pretty immature.
it has a
Okay,
lot of
it kinda
swear,
contradict-
literal sex patrol.
You have to be mature to watch a show, but it's extremely immature. Alright guys, so if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like. This channel is going through a lot. I don't know what it's going through, like a metamorphosis. I don't really know what's gonna happen here. I want to do this more. I'm planning to do a review, like an in-depth review, comic historian style, of basically this whole season and probably season 1 later on. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I feel like that would be more easy to do because each episode, like, it's just
It takes a while though. I'm slow, okay? It takes me about like 6 hours to edit and stuff. Like right now I'm still like halfway done editing the episode 1 for season 2. And I gotta work on my speaking skills, okay? This is why I brought it to you here, Eric, because I can't
Just real-
speak for Shite alone.
Yeah, well, I can't speak well too much. All I know is, wait, didn't season 1, because I'm reading the description for season 1, like the finale, and it says the Doom Patrol go their separate ways. But I don't remember them going their separate ways.
Nah, they did.
The beginning of this season, they were all together. They were just small, but
They
were all
went their
together,
separate ways and they came back.
I guess. Oh yeah, at the beginning. I thought that meant like at the end they went their separate ways. So I was like, that did not happen.
Alright guys, so be sure to drop a like again. It's gonna hurt. Herp? What the fuck am I saying?
No, it's gonna hurt you.
It's gonna
Don't
hurt
drop
me.
like, hurt you.
It's gonna help me a lot as a creator. Okay, this is a small channel. I'm trying to grow and get more publicity so I can do this a lot more. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.